starting to think maybe I shouldn't be making this video. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I've tried to do it about 10 times and it keeps getting screwed up, so 11th time is a charm, I guess. Maybe, I hope. Honestly, I'm kind of over trying this. So, this is actually almost a week on tea. I was going to do an intro video before this point, but I put it off thinking that the first week wouldn't matter at all, and it turns out the first week kind of matters. My voice is the thing I think that's been changing a little bit. I didn't expect any actual changes whatsoever in the first week, but by day 2 my voice was cracking already and getting kind of like weird. And then by day 3, it was actually getting like to a point that it was feeling swollen, like right in here, you know, like I was getting sick. It feels like a rubber band is in there, like strangling everything or something. I don't know how to describe it really, besides just feeling like I'm sick. But my voice feels like it's getting harder and harder to keep it kind of consistent when I talk, or it hurts to talk sometimes. And there's like my normal range doesn't feel like I can even really comfortably talk in that. But right now, interesting, like throughout the day it changes. In the morning it's a lot worse, in the night it's a lot worse, like lower, harder to talk. But like in the evening, after I've been talking for a while throughout the day, it ends up kind of loosening up a little bit and it sounds a lot more normal. So that's why I'm doing the video right now, because my voice sounds normal. Most of the time, it cracks. I can't scream. Yeah, actually, my girlfriend was telling me that I sound like a teenage boy that just sucked in helium and is trying to talk in a deep voice, which is, that was hilarious. But, odd description. It feels to me like I don't really know how to talk. It's like I have to learn how to talk again. Sometimes they're easier than others, though. So that's the biggest change, I think, this week. Change number 2, without rambling too much. The other thing that I did not expect, and I was actually really worried about having, like, roid rage. I know a lot of people say that they get more of, like, a short fuse, and I don't feel that at all, actually. I normally have a short fuse, and I currently have a longer one. I'm a lot more relaxed. I don't have anxiety anymore, it seems. I guess we'll see how that plays out over time, but I normally have anxiety. I don't have any anxiety whatsoever anymore. That might be like kind of a side effect of just feeling more comfortable, being like excited about new things and all that stuff. But in general, normally I have like, I respond to stress in a certain kind of way, and I feel like I don't really have the same response to stress. I don't feel like stress really gets to me as much. And I'm not really talking about like as if this must be the difference between men or women. It has like nothing to do with that. I really think that in general, the way that you respond to things a lot more than anything has to do with how comfortable you are and how fluid you are with yourself. And some of it is chemistry. So it could be like imbalanced hormones, which I'm pretty sure I had before I started tea. And the other thing is like, you know, serotonin, dopamine, the kinds of things that balance your mood. So you know, if you have kind of imbalanced chemicals of some kind, that might affect the way that you respond to things, or you know, a psychological balance in general. But I feel like now I am probably the most balanced that I've ever felt. It's kind of like I was always on kind of a tense roller coaster. And right now, I'm on a vacation from the roller coaster. Somehow I found the door off of that. And it seems to be testosterone. So it's been the answer for everything in life now. No, but for real, it is actually interesting, really, really nice change. And I'm hoping it kind of stays that way. So my dosage is 200 milligrams to 1 milliliter, and I get 0.5 ml every 2 weeks. So that is 100 milliliters every 2 weeks. That's just to start out. I take 3 shots, and after my third shot, 1 week in to that shot, I have to go get my blood drawn. So it's actually dead center of that 2 week period, and get my levels checked and everything. And the doctor's going to give me a continuing dosage based on what my levels are at that point. You know, now that I'm looking at my face, I'm actually starting to feel like maybe I'm squaring out a little bit around here. Like, I feel like that's closer to my normal face. Like, I don't know, that's weird. Right here, too. Feeling more like that in general. Whoa. I didn't even know my face was changing. That's weird. Anybody else notice this? Like 1 week, a whole bunch of stuff changes. Maybe it's just because I'm starting off with like the 100 ml, like kind of hit really hard, but my body seems to be just like accepting it so easily, and it's like change after change, like just rapid, and it's pretty cool. But I feel like a lot of people have been saying that within like the first couple weeks you don't really notice much of anything, and I feel like I've actually noticed a lot of stuff. So yeah, if anybody has any experience that they want to share. Sorry, my voice is like actually is kind of hurting to talk. So along with this intro, I am almost 30. I'll be 30 in about a month. It took me a while to come out to myself. That actually happened because I was in my friend's wedding as a groomsman. That was fucking awesome. And after that, it didn't really... I don't know, I think it just kind of clicked. Everything clicked into place. Not like I didn't already know. I think it just kind of hit a wall where it was like, okay, I can continue lying to myself and trying to appease the emotions of other people by being what people kind of want from me, I guess. The expectations of our physical bodies, really. Just like people's perception of what physical bodies mean and what they're supposed to do and how we're supposed to act socially based on our bodies. And it's like actually kind of insane, but that's our social structure. So I can keep living in some incredibly uncomfortable position with myself, or I can just do what I knew forever that would make me happy. So I'm gonna just jump on my own bandwagon and just start doing it. So I did. But I think that was like, that experience was really what got me to just say, I'm over it. And I think also I'm at an age where I'm kind of like nailing down the person that I'm going to be, and it doesn't really work for me to try to nail in something that doesn't make sense. Like and then a lot of my friends, actually my closest friends, already kind of saw me as male. They've said a bunch, like they're always making jokes about that. I'm like, I don't know, it just seems stupid to continue doing this. So, yeah, decided to kind of give myself that gift for my 30th birthday, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen from here. I'm only slightly worried about the people in my life and their response, but for the most part, I feel like I surround myself with good people, and they're very open-minded, loving people, and everybody else doesn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, I just give my mom, well, my parents, I know my mom read it, I don't know if my dad did, a letter kind of describing my experience and why I feel like this is necessary, sort of, and that it is necessary, and this is what I'm doing. My mom seemed to take that pretty well. I've already told most of the rest of my family, and they were all very supportive, and my close friends were all very supportive, whether they were expecting it, or not surprised, or don't understand it at all, and are just like, if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. And I'm okay with it. So I've gotten a lot of different kinds of responses, but all of them were supportive. And so that I think is just like, both being at the age that I am, the experiences that I've had in life have kind of gotten me to a point that I'm now ready to deal with all the extra bullshit that's going to come with this. And also having like an incredible support base is really what's gotten me to the point of being like, yeah, you know, it's time. So I really, really wish that I had started this when I was a lot younger, but I already know that the life that I have had did not facilitate that. So, it's about time, I guess. So that's my intro. I'm intending to take pictures, and I'm going to put together like a compilation of pictures from like pre-T to like 1 week on T, because that's when I can start, since, you know, putting things off and all that. But I'll continue to take pictures, you know, like once a month or once every 2 weeks or something like that, and I'm going to string them together, hopefully. And I'm intending to do a bunch of other videos for not only like my experiences, but also just some thoughts on what it means to be basically living in a body that doesn't fit, and how socially we respond to physical things, and how whether or not you believe in a spiritual side to humans or not, or like religion, or like religious ideas or not. There's a lot of the stuff I'm going to be talking about. I have a lot of thoughts on that stuff, so it might just be kind of like explorative. That's it. So anyway, yeah, if you guys want to talk, or want to message me or respond with some of your experiences, that'd be really cool. And you know, trolls are gonna troll. If you want to troll, go for it. We really couldn't give two shits. So have fun with that. And until I think 3 weeks from now, probably gonna do another one for my 1 month on T. So until then, see y'all later.